my favorite time of the week. Let's go. We got fight night, okay? And this time it's even better because we have two different fights on the same day. I'm gonna love it, Nate. All right, we're gonna start with this one first, though, okay? Gervonta Tank Davis. Yeah, you already know who that is. All right, we don't gotta talk about Gervonta Tank Davis. We definitely covered him once before. He is actually moving up to 140 to fight Mario Barrios for the WBA World Super Lightweight title. This is going to be a pretty interesting fight, Nate. It is. This is actually another test for Gervonta Davis. And the reason why I say that is because, again, you're going from 135 to 140, so you're going up a weight class. And so basically, when you go up that weight class, now we're going to start seeing can Gervonta Davis, all the stuff that we know he is at just regular lightweight. We know he's got the power. We know he's got quick, he's got hand speed. We know he's a great fighter at lightweight. Can he bring that to 140? And again, this is the start of having a very, very prolific and great boxing career. He's a good boxer as it is now. He's making a lot of money. I believe he probably makes the most money out of all the lightweights, I feel like. But regardless, going up to 140, it's definitely this is definitely, if he wins this fight against Mario Barrios, it's definitely the start of a prolific career. So I'm gonna go to the stats real quick for both fighters. So I'll start off with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis, I mean, there's really not a lot to say about Gervonta Davis. We already know, undefeated. He has a record of 24-0 with 23 knockouts and no losses. And obviously, we covered his last win. It was against Leo Santa Cruz. He ended up beating Leo Santa Cruz. Before that, he ended up defeating Gamboa. Both of them were TKOs and knockouts. And I mean, yeah, Francisco Fonseca was another guy that he knocked out. Jose Pedraza, he ended up TKOing him. So overall, Nate, he's got some pretty decent wins on his record, Nate. He really does. But Mario Barrios is a great fighter as well. I mean, this man is 26-0. I believe he has 17 knockouts. I'm gonna look that up real quick. But another undefeated fighter in Mario Barrios, and like I said, it's gonna be a big test for him. 26-0, 17 knockouts. So I was right. And honestly, Nate, I look at his record, and the last one he had was against Ryan Carl. He beat him by a knockout. Badyar Akhmedov, I think I might have pronounced that wrong, excuse me, but regardless, he beat him by unanimous decision. And overall, Nate, I can't really find that like one fighter. Jose Luis Rodriguez, he beat him by knockout. So when I really look at it, Nate, I see both. I see skills in both fighters, right? And besides the fact that Mario Barrios is this man, I mean, he's pretty tall, Nate. He's got a who we're talking. This guy, well, compared to Gervonta Davis, Mario Barrios is 5'10". Gervonta Davis is 5'5". So I mean, look, and I mean, obviously, height is definitely a factor. The reach, Mario Barrios has a 71-inch reach advantage compared to Gervonta Tank Davis is, I believe it's around, I think it might be like 4 inches shorter or something like that, 67 and a half. So I was pretty close. Look, I look at both fighters and I look at their skills, okay? We know about Gervonta Davis. We know about the power. We know that, I mean, he hit Leo Santa Cruz with that uppercut, and Leo Santa Cruz just got dropped, So we know he has insane power in both hands, too. We talked about it many, many times. Mario Barrios, see, what I really like about this guy that's going to make it such a tough fight, because I'm going to be real with you. A lot of people think somebody's getting knocked out. I'm going to be honest with you, Nate. I do not think no one's getting knocked out. I think this is definitely going the distance. I'm going to be honest with you. I know they're both good power hitters. I don't think anybody's going to get knocked out. Mario Barrios is really good at picking his shots. He has a good jab. And not only that, again, he knows how to set up with that uppercut as well. Now, do I think that his power is as impressive or as highlight worthy as Gervonta Tank Davis is? No, that doesn't mean he doesn't have power. It just means coming from the knockouts that we see from Gervonta Davis, kind of hard to top that. But the question is, can Gervonta Davis do the same level of domination at 140 that he's been doing at 135? That is the question right there. And honestly, I couldn't see why he couldn't. But I'm going to say this right now. When he fought Gamboa, I think he did move up. I think he did move up in weight. If I'm wrong, then correct me in the comments. But yeah, even with Gamboa, it took him a long time to knock out Gamboa, and Gamboa was pushing age as well. It's put again, and now he's obviously still pushing age, but Gamboa was getting older, and it took him a long time to knock him out. Did he knock him out still? Yeah. With Mario Barrios, Nate, this is gonna be a different. This is gonna be a different fight. See, what I see happening is I think this is going to be a very tactical. I think this is going to be a very like chess worthy fight. Put it that way. In which I mean it's going to be move for move. So Mario Barrios again, he knows how to pick his openings really, really well. He knows how to go from body to head and head to body. He knows how to do that. Okay. Gervonta Davis knows how to do the exact same thing. You know what the problem is with a lot of fighters who have a big reach? They're good. Okay, they're good with keeping their distance. Okay, making sure that you don't get inside them. But when a shorter fighter does get inside them, it could be a lot of trouble for them. For instance, the perfect example of that is Mike Tyson. We've seen how short Mike Tyson was compared to his other opponents, but when he was able to get inside them, it was game over. But the other case about Mike Tyson is when he would fight opponents that had a longer reach and knew how to control that reach, guys like Buster Douglas, guys like Evander Holyfield, guys like Lennox Lewis, you start seeing exactly how they can keep a fighter at bay. So all that is going to depend. And all that is going to be factors, and that's what the fight's going to depend on. So personally, I'm gonna say this: I got Gervonta Davis, unanimous decision by probably like 3 rounds. That's my pick right there. But I will say this: if Mario Barrios can keep Gervonta Davis at bay, use his reach effectively, make sure Gervonta Davis doesn't get inside him, Mario Barrios can definitely win this fight and make it a very frustrating night for Gervonta Davis. But if Gervonta Davis gets inside Mario Barrios and lands one of them uppercuts or one of them hands, and he lands it on the right spot, you can call it lights out for Mario Barrios. But because I do believe, despite him doing it at 135, I do believe Gervonta Davis has that power at 140. But you know what? Regardless, though, Nate, I'm going to watch this fight. This is going to be a very, very good fight as well. So, I mean, I can't wait to see what happens. So, with that being said, best of luck to both fighters. It's going to be a great fight. In case you guys are wondering, this fight is going to be on Showtime pay-per-view. It's going to be tomorrow at 9 p.m. So make sure you guys go check that out. And to both fighters, Mario Barrios and Gervonta Davis, I wish you guys the best of luck.
Yeah, best of luck to both fighters tomorrow night. I'm gonna go with what you got. Gervonta Tank Davis by unanimous decision. Mario. When I look at both of these fighters, man, aside from their size, they're almost the same kind of. Both have great striking power. Obviously, Gervonta Davis. We talked about him. How he has power in both hands, which obviously, very few fighters have. That's a very rare talent to have. But when I look at both fighters, Mario, and that's why I think it's going to distance because, well, for one thing, the size, the height, like you mentioned, that plays a huge role in it. You know what I mean? But when I look at it, both fighters are almost identical. They have great defense. They have great striking power. You know what I mean? They have great head strike, great body strikes. This is why I think it's going the distance. They're almost one and the same. Not completely one and the same, but just about there. They have a couple of things. They have a couple of things that one doesn't have. Like for example, Mario has height, unlike Gervonta. Gervonta has power in his left hand. Well, more power in his left hand than Mario does. You know what I mean? So
Right.
there are some advantages that both fighters have. So it's pretty much equal.
Right. And again, we don't know how that power is going to transition to 140. Again,
Right.
it's a completely different weight class.
Absolutely. So it's really going to come down to who takes advantage of what opportunity wise in that fight. So that's really what it's going to come down to, in my opinion. But overall, Mario, I got Gervonta Davis winning by unanimous decision. It's going to go to this. It's going to go to distance without a doubt. It's going to be a really good fight. So, with that being said, best of luck to both fighters. Said it's going to be on Showtime pay-per-view tomorrow night at 8.
9.
9 o'clock. Okay, so make sure you guys go check that out tomorrow night. But yeah, if you have Showtime pay-per-view, check it out, and we'll see what happens in the fight. We'll talk about it on Monday.